Slayer
I'm often
Podcast.
asked, Slayer, what is your podcast about? It's short stories, snippets of my life, and poems, and we also dabble in, health, fitness, and marriage. So, guys, as we creep into spring, I want to turn to the fitness part of my life, and again, I share with you guys real current events that's going on with me, and hopefully I can help one person out there that's struggling with some of the things that I struggle with, or some of the things that I've came in that came into my life. So guys, I am currently 270. Not proud of it. 68 inches. My BMI is 41.0. Yes, Slayer is obese. So ideally, to be where the doctors, the physicians say I need to be, which is around that 163 weight. Keep in mind, I'm 270. That would mean I would need to lose 107 pounds. So that is a lot of weight to lose. And it's just crazy over the years how my body weight has fluctuated. I mean, because I've cut weight as far as like 225, 227 was like my heaviest a few years back. And then it seems to be that I keep fighting this uphill battle with this 270. And even though I've maintained it, which I don't know if it's good or bad to maintain that amount of weight, nevertheless trying to get a hold of it. And it is a battle for me, and it has currently and has been a battle for some time. It's so much harder to get it off. You can work out as much as you want, and I shared with someone about this story. It all has to do with nutrition. So what you're putting in your system, if it's bad, poor, most of us can't work out long enough to burn off those amount of calories that you've put on. And I'm just talking about the average guy, the day-to-day. We don't realize the drinks, the food, the snacks, what it's calculating as far as, calories, and then trying to burn those calories off throughout the day. A lot of us don't necessarily get in that amount of, fitness training to burn off what we're actually putting in our systems for the ones that are actually trying to lose weight, So for me, this podcast today, which full podcast will be posted here in a few hours, be on the lookout for that. So for me, it's one of those where, I will be 40 this year. I know you can't tell, but I will be 40, and I'm just trying to get a hold of it, and then also set an example that it can be done, because I know what people say, there's following the cycle of family. We can all be the start of breaking that family cycle with health, fitness, and that's where for me, when I truly say not always pumped up to do my workouts, I'm not always pumped up to eat cleaner, and I'm not even talking about dieting. I mean, some days I just crave something greasy, as awful as that sounds, and then I end up paying for it after I eat whatever that greasy food is, and end up feeling disgusting, because I truly believe when you go without something for a period of time, that your body makes adjustments, and then when you put it back in your system, that you do feel a little gross. And I share that, with anybody, that anytime I've cut something out of my nutrition, when I go back to that thing that I needed to cut out in the first place, I tend to feel a little gross. And then it's weird how that self-control isn't strong, because if I know that it makes me feel gross, and then even going that period of time and washing my hands of it, and then continuing to proceed eating it, making that brown paper bag purchase, I know what it's going to do to me. And that's where, I'm not mentally tough up here yet in that area. And so for me, putting a plan together, putting that on my goal, like, hey, I'm not going to eat this. I love pizza. I love Mexican food, but I tend to indulge way more than I should. And I'm one to tell you, I do it. No reason to fabricate any of it. But I also know how I feel after eating that stuff. And anytime I've ever planned, and when I do the grocery shopping, it's generally 2 weeks, but we've had 6 weeks of just pure chaos going on in the Slayer household, and we're getting close to getting things back in order. But generally, we will, I cook here, grill everything. We love our air fryer. And when we get out of that routine, I would say things tend to go haywire, because I don't know if you guys are like me, and again, I'm just speaking from the heart here, is that when you have a plan together, you tend to follow that plan, and then the moment you're like, we're on our last meal, we need to go to the grocery store, or I've seen in some cases where we will go to the grocery store and then eat out the day that we went to the grocery store, and it's like, what are we doing, guys? But the thing is just, I encourage anybody, when you get ready to start this plan, this is just my personal opinion, no medical background whatsoever, is I don't like to use the term dieting. Just what is it that you can clean up each day and delete from your life? And if it's soda, sugary drinks, heavy coffee drinks, just start slowly winging it out of your life. And it will be a fight. It is not easy, because I'm not kidding. I had some days where it's like I'm full, everything's good, we've had a clean meal, and then I'm just smelling chicken, smelling pizza, smelling Mexican food, and it's like that's just, it's the mind. My mind's not there yet. I'm doing this challenge, this battle within myself, and the thing is with setting goals and checking off the box of these goals is recognizing the areas that you're weak in. So if you recognize it, and I'm putting it out there, I am weak in some areas, and I'm trying and attempting to make some changes, clean up my life, because as I get older, I know it's going to be harder. My workouts right now, I do it. They're definitely not always enjoyable, but I do it for me mentally and physically. And I just think it all goes together. When your mind and body line up together, I believe good things can happen. But I encourage you guys to set a goal today, give it 30 days, and see how well you guys will end up at the back end of that 30 days. And I love to hear the stories. But until next time, that is all that the Slayer has today. I catch you on the next one.